Hello students, hope you all are fine, you are doing good. Today's class we shall discuss about topic called specific heat. Before trying to understand what is specific heat, we shall discuss some activities. Now what you do is, in a beaker, take 1 kg of water. In another beaker, take 250 grams of water. Heat both the beakers till the temperature rises to 60 degrees. Heat both the beakers till the temperature of the water rises to 60 degrees. You will notice that 1 kg water will take long time compared to 250 grams of water to raise the temperature till 60 degrees centigrade. This shows that Q is directly proportional to mass. That is, if the mass is more, heat energy required to change the temperature will be more. If the mass is less, heat energy required to change the temperature will be less. In the next case, what you do is, you take 1 liter of water, and heat it. Okay, for every 2 minutes, note down the rise in temperature. You will notice that more the time of heating, the more will be the rise in temperature. That is, Q is directly proportional to change in temperature. The change in temperature has to be more, then heat energy supplied has to be more. Combine these two equations, 1 and 2. What do you get is Q is directly proportional to m delta T. Remove this proportionality symbol and replace it with a constant. That constant is called Sm delta T. This constant is called specific heat, and the specific heat is equal to Q by m delta T. The units of the specific heat is calorie by gram into degrees centigrade or joules by kg into Kelvin. This is the another unit for specific heat. What is specific heat? Specific heat is nothing but it is the heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of a substance by 1 degree centigrade. It is nothing but heat energy supplied to raise the unit mass of a substance by 1 degree centigrade. That is called as specific heat. Now units of specific heat is CGS units is calorie by gram into centigrade, MKS unit is joule by kg into Kelvin. So these are the units of specific heat. Now what will a specific heat of a substance depends upon the nature of its material. Specific heat depends upon the nature of the material. Now the more the specific heat means, it takes lot of heat energy to raise its temperature by 1 degree centigrade. I mean, to increase the temperature by 1 degree, the heat energy that is required will be more. So more the specific heat indicates that it requires more amount of heat energy to raise the temperature by certain degrees of temperature. Now that is about specific heat. Why the specific heat is different for different materials, that we are going to see now. Now in any material you take, any liquids that you take, you have different particles which have rotational kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy, linear kinetic energy and potential energy. All these a material will have, that is rotational kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy, linear kinetic energy and potential energy. Sum of all these energies is called internal energy. Sum of all these energies is called internal energy of a substance. Now, whenever you are supplying the heat, if more amount of heat is distributed, is taken by particles of linear kinetic energy, then the rise in temperature will be more and the specific heat will be less. Suppose if it is not distributed more to linear kinetic energy, rather it is distributed to other forms of energy, then you can say that specific heat is high for that material. So that is about the specific heat. Now let us see some of the applications of specific heat. Near the equator, where it receives more sunlight, the ocean water that is there takes up the heat energy, and keeps the surroundings warm. It keeps the surroundings cool by taking the heat energy, and this heat energy will be distributed. It will spread to the poles. This happens without much rise in the temperature. Okay, so that is one application. The next application is, if you take watermelon out of fridge, if you cut it open, still you find it will be cool. That means it has not given up the heat energy so fast. The water inside the watermelon does not give up the heat energy faster. So even after taking the watermelon out of the fridge, you find it cool. Even samosa, when you eat samosa, sometimes it will be, even if you outside it might appear cool, but inside it will appear hot, because it is not easy for the water that is present in it to give up the heat energy. So that is the reason why outside, although it may appear cool, inside it will appear hotter. So that is about the applications of the specific heat. Okay, that's all for today's class, children. We shall continue in the next class.